want to get healthy by staying slim and not starving yourself? My guest today says first, you need to train your brain to know when you're full. Dr. Michael Lyon is the co-author of this book, Hungry Free Forever, and he's here in our studio. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, good to be here.
Start by telling us how the real problem with dieting is that we're not really programmed to do that.
Well, the problem is that all of the diets and weight loss programs that have been used thus far rely basically on willpower. There's a plan and there's willpower. You combine those two things together, you're supposed to get weight loss. In short term, sometimes it's effective, but in the long term, it always backfires. The reason is, which we've discovered at our center, is that once you start gaining weight, it's like inviting a monster to live inside your body, and that monster wants to eat and it wants to grow. Basically what happens as you gain weight, you start losing control of your blood sugar. We start to see that blood sugar becomes, instead of relatively stable with a little bit of rise after meals, blood sugar starts to become more like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. And what we've done at our center, using new technology to monitor blood sugars, we've found that when you have this real irregular blood sugar, every time blood sugar starts to drop, centers deep inside the brain that are there to ensure your survival will drive you to eat again and again and again and again.
So the more overweight you are, the more likely your blood sugar is going to be like that, and you're just going to feel more hungry more of the time.
Exactly. That's why we've known for years that obesity is an incurable disease, just like alcoholism or others. You can treat it, but you can't cure it. Once you've got this obese problem, then there's something that drives appetite in an irregular way. And we've discovered at our center that it's irregular blood sugar, that it's blood sugar that goes up and down, up and down. And if you can simply stabilize that blood sugar, get the blood sugar back on a level track, then the brain settles down and you start to feel like you don't need to eat as much or as frequently or the wrong foods.
So if people are not wanting to diet but wanting to lose weight, by stabilizing their blood sugar, how can they go about starting or doing that?
Right. Well, we've been working with a discovery from University of Toronto that's a type of a superfiber called PGX, or polyglycoplex. And this PGX, we've been able to show, is the only thing drug or natural. This is natural, but there's nothing else available that can take people on the blood sugar roller coaster and put them back on a very level blood sugar situation. And we've been able to show at our research center that if you can stabilize this blood sugar with this PGX, that appetite goes down dramatically. And then we also teach people to learn to eat to achieve a sense of fullness with their meals, and then they can start, once that happens, to change their their eating habits. And everybody knows it's common sense. If you want to lose weight, you eat less, you eat better foods, you eat smaller food portions, you eat more slowly. All these things people know, but they can't do it because their brain is always working against them. We get people's brain working on their side by stabilizing blood sugar first, and then these things are actually relatively easy and certainly very painless.
We don't have too much time left, but where can people find that PGX? That's not out yet.
Yeah, PGX is out there. It's been available now for a couple of years. It's in health food stores and the bigger, like Costco's and so on. So it's out there, and then if you put it together with the Hunger Free Forever program, which is what we've been using in our center, the success rate is very, very high in terms of long-term weight management. Okay.
And where can people find out more about Hungry Free Forever, or more about what the research that you're working on?
There's a website, hungerfreeforever.com. So people can go to the website and go from there.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Dr. Michael Lyon. This is the book, Hungry Free Forever. And that's it for your health. Stay with us. We'll have more BT coming up after the break.